Hey up folks, it's Sonofdel's life vlog here. I haven't done one for about 5 or 6 months, and people who know me will know why. Unfortunately, you remember my vlogging last year, me telling you about my wife having breast cancer and also undergoing chemotherapy. She came out of that okay, she did alright, but unfortunately she died very suddenly on the 2nd of December last year. Still looking into that, but I haven't got no information about it. But I'm definitely thinking it's something to do with the medication that she was given that she shouldn't have been. But I can't say any more at the moment because obviously I'm going to be looking into that. So yeah, the last few months have been horrendous for me. Deb was an absolutely 1 in a million woman. She was so special. She was so amazing. And I'm lost without her, completely lost without her, to be honest. It's been 4 months and I still can't get my head around it. Everybody who ever knew her, everybody who ever met her said she was the most amazing woman. She was beautiful, she was strong, she was a laugh, she was just wonderful. I couldn't find a fault with her. I tried to find a fault with her. I actually wanted people to tell me if there was any faults with her, but nobody seemed to be able to. Like I said, she passed away on the 2nd of December. Her funeral was the 3rd of January. Sorry if my voice keeps breaking up, but it's still a little bit painful to talk about. For the first couple of weeks, I didn't even want to live, to be honest with you. I just wanted to be with her. For the first few weeks, I didn't want to be here. I didn't see the point. I didn't see any reason to carry on living. Luckily, I got the right help at the right time, thanks to my sister. She got in touch with the right people and I've got the help that I needed. I'm not really accepting it as such, but I am knowing that she would have wanted me to carry on, she would have wanted me to be strong, so that's keeping me going. I've started writing poetry again. I wrote quite a few between when she passed away and also up to last week, which were basically about dealing with the grieving process. Anybody who's ever been through what I'm going through will understand. Those that haven't been through it, I'm thankful for that, because I don't want anybody to have to go through what I went through. The unfortunate thing was that I actually found her. I found her in bed, just turned on her side, literally just sitting up with a drink in her hand, and she was gone. There was just nothing there. Unfortunately, the ambulance crews were brilliant. They tried to resuscitate her, but unfortunately it didn't work. Like I said, I had 23 fantastic, amazing years with her. I didn't meet her till I was 28, and by that time I'd already been married once, and that was a disaster because my first wife was an abuser, physically and mentally. Deb showed me that there is somebody out there that isn't like that, and that took a lot of doing. Getting back to vlogging is hard because Deb was literally the one who got me into vlogging. I was sitting there one day when I said I didn't have any point in anything because I've had to give up all my sports, what I used to do. I had to give up all my walking I used to do, all because of my conditions. And Deb just suggested it. She said, why don't you do a vlog? And I was like, me do a vlog? What's that all about? Anyway, she was my inspiration for it, like she was the inspiration for most of my poems. So this vlog really it's hard. It's very hard. I don't know how my life's going to go. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know what future I've got, if any. But like I said, I know she'd want me to be strong. I know she'd want me to carry on. As well as me, obviously, there's the other members of her family. There's a mum who lost her husband only a couple of years ago and has now lost a daughter. So that must be, I can't imagine what that's like. But the thing is, people say, how I'm coping. And when you actually work out that everybody's lost something when they lost Deb, whether it be me who lost my wife, whether it be a mum who lost a daughter, or a brother who lost his sister. My family always saw her as family. They never saw her as in-laws. We don't do all that in-law stuff. We just think that's a bit silly. When you're in our family, you're in our family. It's as simple as that. My sisters were absolutely devastated. My brother-in-law was in pieces. My nephews just couldn't believe it. They couldn't get their head around it. They just wouldn't accept it at all. They were completely in denial, and I think I was for the first couple of weeks. Like I said, I was in a bad place, a dark place. And I will say one thing, I've had a lot of help from people who've been through similar things. Amanda Lokes was there when I needed somebody to talk to about coping with it, because I couldn't get my head around the nights. For the first 3-4 weeks I couldn't even go upstairs on my own without anybody here. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. It was terrifying. I've got used to that now. I smile, to be honest with you. I smile a lot, because I know that if Deb was here and she could see me now and see how I was coping, I know she'd be pleased, because it's not easy. It isn't easy. I wouldn't say it's easy for anybody. But yeah, with friends, with family, with the right people, with the right support, you can get through it. I'm living proof of that. And like I say, for the first few weeks I suppose I was on suicide watch, really. People thought I was going to do something silly, and I thought I was, to be honest. I was really convinced I was going to, and it didn't feel silly. It just felt like I wanted to be with my wife. Like I said, I've never met anybody like her, and I'll never meet anybody like her again. For those who've lost everybody, like I said, those who've lost sisters, brothers and all that sort of stuff, next door, my best friends Tony and Shell, they feel like they've lost a sister, especially Michelle. She said literally her and Deb, they got on fantastic, even though there was like 20 years between them. They were just like sisters, and Deb always saw Michelle as a little sister anyway. So we had all made plans as well about what we were going to do. We were going to, Deb was going to have the operation for her breast cancer. And just to let you know, by the way, 3 days before she passed away, she had to go for a pre-op talk with the surgeon, and he couldn't even find the lump. The lump had disappeared completely. So I will say one thing, she beat cancer, she beat it. Her chemotherapy went absolutely fantastic. She got all the way through it without hardly any problems whatsoever. A bit of nausea here, nothing major. She did have to go into hospital a couple of times before she passed away, but I'll tell you more about that later, on a later date. But it's just been strange. I've never known 4 months go so fast in my life, because it doesn't seem like since yesterday that I could literally reach out and hold a hand. We were due to have our 10-year renewal of vows this year on the 25th of March, and we were as much in love as we've ever been. And like I said, we were going to renew our vows. Deb was going to do driving lessons, and we were going to surprise her mum by going over there for a visit, when her mum didn't even know if Deb had passed or not, because we weren't going to tell anybody, you see. But again, it's plans that you make, and they just don't happen. They don't come to fruition. I know a lot of people who are going through bad stuff. I know people who've lost their mums. I know people who've almost have lost their dads, and very, very soon. And it's not easy. It's not easy. I've never lived on my own before. Even before I was with Deb, I was with my first wife, Julie, or as I used to call her, Psycho, but that's another story again. And I've never lived on my own. I've got to get used to it. I can't cook, save my life. The only thing I can do is put stuff in an oven and take it out, and I have to be careful I don't burn myself. I don't do anything with sharp knives because of the CMT. I haven't got much feeling in my fingers, and I've used knives before when Deb was here and sliced my fingers open, so I'm not even risking that. I don't do anything involving boiling water either. I've got one of those 1 cup kettles, which allows me to boil up a full kettle of water, but it only puts out 1 cup full of tea, 1 cup of tea. And because I've got a big mug to add my tea in, it literally only fills it halfway anyway, so I have no problems. I still have problems carrying stuff. I can't do my cleaning properly. I've tried, but I just get really tired very quickly because of my CMT, because of my hypothyroidism, and yeah, it's just strange and bizarre. And this is the first time I've really spoke about it in this way. Like I said, she was an absolutely amazing woman. Most of my poems which I've written in the last 20 years have been to do with Deb or about Deb. and I'm going to be producing a book all about my time with Deb, the before, the with and the after, and basically poems just describing how she made me feel and how she still makes me feel, because I don't look at her as my late wife. I still see her as my wife, because at the end of the day, we never divorced. We were never going to divorce. We always said the only thing that would separate us would be the inevitable. Obviously, I thought it would be another 30 or 40 years, but it isn't. So, yeah, like I said, this is a very, very hard vlog to do. It's only a small vlog, but I met Deb 23 years ago. Well, it would have been 24 this year, on July the 22nd, the year 2000. And it was the most amazing day of my life, to be honest with you, up to that point. And then, of course, yeah, we had a couple of ups and downs to start with, you know, getting used to each other and stuff, and me being an idiot and what have you. But we saw that we were meant for each other. And when we got married, even though it was years later, it was because we wanted it to be special. And as Deb said, she was only ever going to get married once, so she wanted it to be proper. And we pulled out all the stops, and we got married on the 25th of March 2014 at a place called Leighton Hall. And it was absolutely wonderful day. We had some amazing memories from that day. All the people that should have been there were there. Those that couldn't make it, it was a shame, but that's why we were doing the 10-year renewal of vows this year, for those who couldn't make it back then. It seems strange, but since that wedding we've actually lost a few people, quite a few people actually. My mum, who was there, our friend Sarah, who was there. Also, we lost Deb's dad. He passed away a couple of years ago. Mick, who was my best man's dad, Mick, and also Deb herself. So it's just, yeah, it's just strange. I've got to get used to, like, could be another 30 years of my life just without Deb, and I don't see how I'm going to be able to do it, but I will try. I will try my best. And like I say, with the right people around me, I've got friends, I've got family, and they've all been there for me. They've all offered me support. They've offered me, I go round to my friend Tony and Charles every single day for a cup of coffee and just a biscuit and a rattle, just literally a catch up every day. Sometimes they take me shopping, other times my sister does my shopping for me, because I'm not really good around people. I'm very, very not social no more. I can't be around people. I don't like being around people. I always feel like there's something missing, like my wife should be right by my side. It's even bizarre sitting watching TV on my own, because me and Deb used to watch a lot of movies together. We've got an extensive DVD and Blu-ray set. But I keep saying, sorry about that. It's just a go-to. So yeah, this is just basically a vlog to say my wife was amazing. I don't know how I'm going to cope without her. And thank you for being patient and waiting for my vlog. I wasn't going to do another vlog, I was going to leave it, but I've decided I will get back into vlogging. I've got so many unboxings and jigsaws, galleries and all sorts, book reviews, you name it. I'll have so much stuff. And of course we're coming up to the nicer weather now, because it's April the 19th today. So I've had my first Christmas without Deb, my first New Year, first Valentine's Day, first anniversary. The next two that are going to be hard are my birthday and obviously Deb's birthday. So yeah, that'll be interesting. I talk to her every day. I talk to her every single day. I say good morning to her when I wake up in the morning, and say good night last thing at night. I have managed to get my wedding ring on a chain, which is Deb's wedding ring, on a chain. So I've always got it with me no matter where I go, whatever I do. And it is a comfort. It definitely is a comfort. I also managed to find a place online that allowed me to record one of Deb's songs into a cuddly giraffe. So when I'm feeling low, I just have to press its stomach and I can hear Deb singing to me anytime I want. She's also got over 200 songs on a site called Sing Snap online, so I can also go on there and listen to her singing anytime I want. That's harder though, because a lot of the songs that she recorded, they've got videos as well. So that's very emotional. It's not easy to not feel anything once I'm watching her and knowing how close she is, but not close, if you know what I mean. Each day, I see each day as just another day closer to being with Deb. I don't see any purpose in anything no more, not at the moment anyway. I mean, it might come back, I don't know, but at the moment I don't have any purpose to my life whatsoever. I've just had my PIP review forms through, which are daunting, because my PIP forms were always filled in by my wife, because I'm not very good at holding pens. I can't really hold a pen for too long to write, so I'm needing help filling them in. So that's going to be tricky in the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping I have either family or friends that can help me to fill them in, because I'm really struggling. I'll have good days and bad days. Some of the bad days are really bad. That's when it hits me hard, and I can't control my emotions. I still have little screams now and again. I just think it was pointless, because she only passed away on the 2nd of December and she was only just 47. She never even got to open the birthday cards. It took me 4 or 5 weeks after she'd passed away before I could even open them, and the presents what she'd had. Yeah, I'm just getting used to it. So I know it's been a bit of a jaunt, this vlog, but I just wanted to express what had been happening in my life, and also why there's been such a big gap between my last vlog and this one. It's hard to do a vlog, actually. It's very difficult to sit here and talk about Deb when I feel as if she's just in the next room. I've also got a couple of friends online who I talk to who are going through similar things. Like I said, there's Amanda Lokes, and there's Dee Mackay, who's in America, who lost her husband as well just before Christmas. And we keep in touch, and we talk to each other and ask how we're doing, and try and help each other through it, because at the end of the day we're all going through similar situations. The nights are still hard. I still literally struggle. I'm managing to sleep, but I'm only sleeping downstairs. My bedroom now is not a bedroom. It's going to be turned into just a spare room with all my stuff in it. I'm not actually ever going to sleep in there again. I can't bring myself to sleep in there. Luckily the bed's already been demolished and taken away, so thank you to my sister and my brother-in-law for doing that for me. Brother-in-laws, should I say. They all helped, and my nephews. They helped to demolish the bed and take it away for firewood, because I just couldn't go in that bedroom for a long time. Yeah, anyway, on that note, I'm going to disappear. I will be doing a vlog very, very, very soon, a proper vlog with unboxings and boot reviews and all sorts. I'll try and be a bit more upbeat, but like I said, it's just difficult at the moment. If you bear with me, you might get me back to how I was before, all jovial and comic and funny, but I just haven't got it in me at the moment. I'm trying by watching comedy shows last thing at night. I've already got through Never the Twain box set. I've got through the box set of Trolleyed. I'm working my way through the Detectives. And I've also watched Drop the Dead Donkey all the way through as well, also all the series of that. So I'm trying to keep myself upbeat and fun and laughing, but it's not easy. It's not easy. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to disappear. You all take care, and I'll do a proper vlog soon. And thank you for being there and understanding and that.